Today I got to share one of my favourite stories. Straight out of Ngaruawahia, New Zealand. Here's Maurieo. Hello, Maurieo Vlogs number 515, Sparky. Hello, welcome. Well, initially I was going to call today's vlog a day of rest, because as you'll see, I've had, a pretty restful day. I've just stayed around the house and spent some little time with family and things like that, and thoroughly enjoyed myself. But exercise-wise, well, yes, nothing too much on that front. But yeah, and the work front, just been a marvellous day. It's probably sort of normal Saturday that most people have. Anyway, as part of that, I got to share one of my favourite stories with Isaac and Ben, my son, actually, as well. Possibly may not have shared this with Ben before because the internet was sort of not available when the appropriate time to share this song was. I'm sure I would have mentioned it because it comes up. I bring it into conversation quite often. Sparky thinks the train talks, but yeah. So anyway, we all three of us had a watch, and this is some little snippets from what we did. It's not the whole story. It's quite long, but yeah. And I think time. Well, it's to me, it's still a wonderful story, but I think in terms of today's expectations, it's perhaps not quite up there with some of the real animated sort of stuff that's about today, and the fact that trains talk, among other things. So anyway, let's have a look at the video and I'll give a bit of a commentary on that. So here it is here. Every Sunday morning in New Zealand, we used to have the the children's hour, and there was various stories on that, and one of the ones that was on that was Sparky Thinks the Train Talks. And yeah, so I would have probably heard the story maybe tens of times, possibly even 100 times, because it would be on once a month, or someone would ring in and request Sparky Thinks the Train Talks. And I think these days trains are, I don't know, we in Wellington, we had the trains, of course, so we travelled on the trains almost daily, and we could see trains going by through our from our kitchen window, actually, across the other side of the Porirua Harbour there. So there's a bit of shenanigans going on here with what's have you, and I couldn't quite get Isaac up to the correct height, but anyway, we persevered and had a bit of a watch of Sparky Thinks the Train Talks. And so, yes, every Sunday morning I'd listen to this, and after, you've heard it 10 times, you become quite familiar with the whole story. And, it's a great little dramatic story. And, yeah, I'd say it's always been one of my favourites and comes up in conversation quite often. Young Isaac here's, he's watched it. He didn't get too fidgety, but he was hardly jumping out of a street there. I didn't quite remember it there. There might be other versions of it too. It was more who pulled the emergency cord. Anyway, I always remember 21 miles from town was where the train told him they were, and stuff like that. Tired. Now, I've done some more investigation into Sparky. Apparently there's 3 or 4 more stories in the series, which I wasn't really aware of. We only ever had Sparky Thinks the Train Talks, but all of them involved inanimate objects talking, which must have been the thing there for the day. Yes. Anyway, we were just commenting there on all my gear set up on my grandma's kitchen table. I must do the story about grandma's kitchen table one day. It's somewhat interesting. But anyway, Sparky becomes a hero, and he saves the day because the train tells him that the left front wheel is loose. And so he pulls the communication cord and stops the train and convinces them to get out and check the left front wheel. And yes, there is. So whenever I go on a train, I can hear the train talking to me. And I've always reminded of Sparky sitting up the front on the train. And there's young Isaac here. He's into his high fives and fist bumps, and yeah, having a bit of fun. Ben not so much. Ben in the background there, but he's hearing this wonderful story, possibly for the first time. Yeah. So good on him for his perseverance and what have you. So anyway, we're getting close to the end here.
Engine, right at the engine.
Oh, and here we go. I think it's getting close to the end of Sparky Thinks the Train Talks. Yes, Ben, I did ask Ben if we wanted to curtail it early, but he said he would like to hear the whole story. So, yes, we're getting very near the end now. So, I think that's probably enough, and we'll have a look at the... Sounds like the end there. All right, so the diary tells the story of the day in numbers, really. Nothing happened on the lawnmower front. I did look out the window a couple of times today and I could see out, so the grass hasn't grown up as high as the windowsills, but it must be getting close by now. Steps. Well, I hardly had my phone with me all day, but I did have a wee check on the phone, 114 steps. Must have walked around the house a little bit. But yeah, nothing too spectacular there. Vlog number 515, a Sparky. Music question tonight, music related question. See if you can think, wonder what song. It's a song, fairly popular song, maybe related to trains and things. It's an adult song, not children's song or anything like that, so a bit of a music question. 159 still live, just answered a question there. The vlog is very late today, very late. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm on my steroid, you see, so I'm going to be up all night. I won't be going to bed till tomorrow, Monday evening, so I'm up all night on my steroid. And yeah, I spent a bit of time, as I say, with the family and Isaac and all sorts, bit of a catch up and what have you. So I knew I had extra time tonight to do the vlog. So it's a bit late coming out, maybe 4 hours late, but yeah, it relates to the day. So yeah, all good. I'm very, very happy and pleased about that. So I may do another couple of videos later on tonight for some of my winter. Well, this morning. So it's not, well, you know, who knows what day it's in. Anyway, here's today's challenge. And it's a song. It's a digital version of the song. I'll put it up loud there just for now. Right, I'll just turn that down a little bit there. So This is a song popularised by a particular group. It's an actual folk song. It's covered by quite a few different people in one way or another, but it's certainly, there's one version of it that's popularised by a fairly popular group. So we need to know the name of the song and the group there. So it's got quite a history, this song. I had a bit of difficulty finding an instrumental cover for this one, and this digital one was perhaps the best one because it sort of goes straight into the hook, whereas there's quite a bit of intro in the actual songs, and then it builds up to the sort of, well, I call it the hook, who knows what the technical term for it is, but the bit where the song really says the words. So yeah, have a crack at that. And yesterday's Hall of Fame was this song here, and I'll just turn that one down a little bit. It's Father and Son by Cat Stevens, and he's known by various other names, which Moz was able to put into the into his answer and included all of them there. So very well done, Moz, there, but Cat Stevens does it for me. Stephen Adams Youssef or something was another one, and yeah, so it's all very good. So that's high 3.5 to Moz well, for that excellent work there. You're a great man, that Moz. So that brings us to the end of today's vlog, done in tomorrow morning. Oh, I don't know, time travel just does my head in a little bit. So thanks everybody for viewing the videos, commenting, answering the questions, interacting, liking and subscribing, all that stuff that you do in support of Maurieo Vlogs, and most appreciative of the opportunity to do that and to interact and to have you subscribing to my channel. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. All good. Cheers. See you. Oh, and well, I haven't been pretty busy this weekend, so I haven't done any live work. No, I'll get back into that, I guess, in future times when, well, I've got more time. So, yep, all good. Cheers. See you. Smash that like button.
Folks.